we back now?
Yes.
Rolling
Yeah,
for
we're back.
initiative.
Are we there yet?
Ah!
Yes.
23 for
Yes,
initiative.
Chopper. Yes, Chopper. We are back. Yes, Chopper. We are there. We finally took that left turn from the end of the last session, and we're finally here after so many weeks. Look, you could stop and go to the bathroom now.
Oh, thank God. Excuse me for a minute. No, I'm not doing anything.
Thank you for joining in the joke. Anyway, Heidi, guess what? We're live! We're back!
What? We're here? Are we at our destination?
I rolled a
oh,
23.
Raven, you've
Where
driven
are
so
we?
far ahead. We're back at the next session, and Raven, you apparently jumped out of the car, got your own one, and was ready for the next encounter before we even got there.
Yep.
Oh, we're
Making
doing
you
this
do
again.
that.
Great.
Shamefully, the encounter was his car. It was another mimic. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's always another mimic.
Bye, Raven.
I mean, if you want another one, I could just squeeze one in right now. No. Get back here. Anyway, what is up, guys? This is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, charging with joy with tonight's episode of Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find a quiet little stream.
Pretty
It's
high.
so
They
good
have
to be back
Get
in.
a natural 20 with how long we've been away.
Let me see.
Nat 1
Look, I'm
plus 10.
sorry. Oh, son of a bitch. You're all at it now. Chopper, put that back. We're not buying that from the gift shop.
Aww.
Bonk.
And Raven, this is no time for Puppet Pal Claim to give me a bonk on the head.
Aw.
Wait, that was Scout,
That's the
sorry.
one. Yeah. Hey, Puppet Pal Claim. Was that Two Stupid Dogs? I believe that was, right?
Dexter.
Yeah, I was going to say. I
Oh,
thought that was
Dexter. Sorry, I remember they have similar art styles. What can I say? I was a kid. I was like, what, 11 the last time I saw both those shows on.
99 bottles of bunk on the wall. 99 bottles of bunk.
Not now!
Down.
Guys, this is what I've been having to drive for some time. Anyway, I am your dungeon master,
You
Brownie
missed
of
us.
the
You know
Joy
you
Charge.
did.
Yes,
Sorry.
hello, work. I'd like to request a shift.
Chris, no. Okay, we'll be quiet.
Understandable.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, don't worry. Anyway, I'm your host, Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, and joining us is the ragtag crew as you, hopefully, know and love them. You know what? We'll do this as the one-off thing. Get ready for a quick fire round. We're joined by Aeon. Heidi. Raven.
Hello.
Chopper.
Hey. Oh.
Caught.
This stream is sponsored by...
Raid Shadow.
No!
You wish.
If we are, I mean, I hope he's turning it down. Which I
wait, are we
find. No.
So we have a quick fire.
Dad, Heidi's not sharing the McDonald's fries that you got for us.
Okay, we can stop
I
this
got
joke.
large.
If you guys
Oh.
don't shut up, we're turning this stream around.
Okay, bye.
Get back
Good
here.
night, everyone.
Get back here. And we're also joined by Caitlin
Hey guys.
and Dell.
And 1,000 feet. Turn left at Twitch Stream Boulevard.
Son of a bitch!
She's I'm turned sorry, I into a couldn't GPS. resist. Quick, somebody reverse that metamorphosis or whatever.
Metamorphosis.
Mood.
Bad mood,
I've
Raven.
been waiting for 57 years.
Oh no!
Yeah, I bought it anyway.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but in all seriousness, insert Pokemon meme. It's been 1,000 years.
3,000 years.
don't do
But
that.
yes, I know which one you're on
3,000 years,
about.
sorry. 3,000 years.
I
Sorry.
can make some pants.
Oh shit, there's one engine over here.
Yeah, For the
Dungeon
just for the record, that is still...
the raven's touching me.
Okay. Okay, the joke is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're finished.
I think we've killed it.
Okay, I'm glad everyone has got that out of their systems.
I hope you missed our insanity,
All right.
everybody.
I certainly didn't.
Yay.
Well then, I may just leave then.
No, oh dear. Anyway, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the world of, well, D&D, and we're here on the land of Monu for my idea of the sessions. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Kotlol keeping up the Dungeons and Dragons escapades while currently been busy with work and things. Kotlol, you've done fantastic work, by the way, bud.
Hell no, and the moon knows. Very close for the swords and just starts casting fireball at almost everything. I'm not joking.
I mean, what? Oh dear. I didn't realize we had Joe Cat's incarnation. What's your point, person of fireball distance?
Trust me. The first thing they fought when they're about to enter a room. Look in. Can I throw a fireball in there?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Also,
That's how you know it's fun.
Also, Heidi, thanks for the 100 bitty bits.
Woo!
Bitty bit.
Bitty bitch.
Now then. Also, on a side note, there is one thing we would. On a side note, I think there's one thing we should. On a side note, we should actually do one thing before we carry on, and that's plug something.
Oh.
So, on a side little note, there's one thing we have to bring up. One of our players here has actually just done a monumental achievement. So I would like to officially declare that I hope everyone checks out the link to the Dragon's Lair to visit Heidi's personal store. As Heidi is making some items.
Yes, I have a Shopify store on Shopify. It's called the Dragon's Lair, where you can find a whole slew of Dungeon and Dragons related themed jewelry and accessories. I have D20s on a string or a chain. I have little Dragon's Horde emblem or amulets that you can wear around your neck. And I have little mystery goodie bags that you can buy for a reasonable price. I'll post a link to that in the chat right now. So there you go. I hope you'll enjoy what you see.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Star,
fantastic
because
Yeah,
streams...
they're asterisks.
But yeah, fantastic.
It needs to be done by a mod.
Idea.
We block links.
Oh yeah, the mod's got to do it.
Ah.
Well, it's fine. We'll post a link up later if we get the chance.
Sure thing.
Or if everyone. Yeah.
Also, hey
right.
Del,
But enough.
with your deluxe charge.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Anyway. Okay, well, now that we've got the happy little chaos out of the way, I think it's time we actually get to the lovely little serious moment that you guys all ended on the last session.
Oh dear.
So, I think I need to start up music. So, I have to ask this nicely. If the audience is ready to roll, players, are we ready to play?
Bring it on.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I got only one thing to say.
Look, Raven. Go. No, get him out of here.
I'm in danger.
You're not all in danger yet.
I have a question.
Oh.
Yes.
Has anybody used the code Lair30 in the shop yet?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Layer 30. That's a person who want to get a nice little discount.
Yep. That's all.
All right. That's cool. All right. Man, it's been a while since I've said this. Last time on perception check. The Hope Finders, with their time in Velvet, were dealing with a situational of, well, shall we say, different scaling to begin with. What started off as acquiring help for Liam's town of Helix had then turned into a situation where you had, in the case of, encountered a former acquaintance of your half-elven friend Zelion. You got some information about some technological things and discovered the history of the Leonins with the help of the library. You took down some guy who was coming to try to steal there. And you also discovered the appearance of a plucky little bird.
Yeah.
Who I'm pretty sure some of you want to protect, but also there's a chance that some of you are a little concerned. But that's a story for another time.
As long as it's the
Because-
words.
Yeah. Shut up, cunt. I got that. Anyway, but where you also had some intriguing moments, as well as some tense moments, we also had a sort of moment of sadness, as in the frustration within, well, the Shadow Coin's domain, you accidentally released a shadow dragon by the name of Morkos, who had mentioned he was the twin of Diablos, taking over Ursula's body and vanishing from sight. But after that, where the situation was dying down, you ended up with an encounter with a tiefling by the name of Kelzerg, who had mentioned that he had some kind of a connection with a certain deity belonging to one of you. Isn't that right, Kelzerg? But of course, before any further but before some further information was passed on, Ale Suf brought you guys back to the Iron Tooth to disclose some information, but with the remnants of the shard that was left that housed Morkos, Zelion, holding this, soon heard a familiar voice in the form of a little girl that sounded very familiar to some of you here, mainly Annabelle, who some of the group here was involved in saving her, but dropped a bit of a bombshell, revealing that with Morkos revealed into the world again, that there was now a situation involving the little coastal town of Costico, as Annabelle revealed that it was somehow connected to the vessel that once housed Morkos. And that was where we left off. So, Hope Finders. At this point, as all of you are currently sat around the large table that is within the Iron Tooth sort of, shall we say, meeting hall, to put it to a degree, Zelion, you are currently still holding the shard at this point, and the information about the vessel was revealed to you. So I ask all of you now, Hope Finders, what do you wish to do, or how do you react?
I'm just in silence, just unsure how to comprehend what I just learned.
Same.
Yeah. So just for point of clarity, by the way, just in case anyone's a bit confused on things in this, the only people who know of Annabelle are Magnus and Zelion, with Trip only knowing the name but not the person, because it was briefly brought up as a partial conversation. I think I think Liam did catch a wind of it at one point, but I'd have to go back a bit further in the episodes to check it. But I don't think he got told it by Zelion. I don't think, because you guys went back that direction, but I don't know if Zelion brought it up.
Mango kind of trips and like, I have no idea what's going on, but it sounds really important. Oh, can you tell me more?
Magnus's eyes are wide. He's like, what? Very fair.
Yeah. Please, please. And the voice echoes from it there. And the rest of you all still hear this, by the way. This is a common noise that's being passed out. So it's not disguised. It's like vocally projecting from the remains of the shard. So all of you are able to hear the conversations, by the way, at this point, just as a heads up.
All right.
So at this point, Annabelle sort of perks up the voice a little bit, just over the confusion. Just goes, Zelion, are you still there?
Yes, I still am, but this is just a lot right now. It's just a lot.
Wait, how close are you guys to how close are you and the rest of the team to Costico?
I double checked my map. We're pretty far.
Yeah, so just as a heads up, if you guys are going to make your way back there, it's at least going to be just over 2 weeks of travel.
Wait.
Just as the heads up.
Wait. And I'm like, no.
Do I need to bring out the map again?
No.
The map.
Why do you ask?
Well, the reason I ask is because since the fact that he was released from the shard, there's a high chance that he's going to be coming his way here. Wait a second. Did any of you guys get possessed?
No.
Not recently, no.
I'm just.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, Magnus, is that you?
Hello.
Oh, good to see you're still around. I'll be honest, I thought you were going to be the one possessed first.
Like I
Elsa
said,
just
not
kind
recently.
of looks at the shard and looks at Zelion, a little bit of disbelief, and then just continues sipping his tea.
Little ring. What does possess mean?
That's
Little bird, to possess somebody means that they take over your body without you having any control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what happens to that girl?
I'm confused. That doesn't sound like a familiar one. Zelion, Magnus, what's going on?
There have been a few changes to the party.
Yeah. Most of the original crew is, well, they're not around.
The ones you've met, at least. Out of all of this that you've met, only Zelion and I remain.
Oh, I see. Anyway, now's not the time. That should come as another matter. Listen. Since the fact that Morkos is free, there's something happening here.
What's happening?
Send that to.
So, I didn't get the chance to show this before any of the, well, being thrown out happened and such. But there's a statue that we have near the southern point of Costico. It's beginning to radiate a very nasty energy.
Statue?
Yeah. There's a statue that is near the southern end that is mostly used to house the entrance to his tomb.
Your how tomb what?
The tomb of Morkos's body,
Oh, okay.
or as it's commonly known around here, it's known as the tomb of the Shadowed Wing.
Tomb of the shadow.
For those who are so for those who are proficient in history, roll a history check if you wish. Those that are not proficient may not roll.
Those who are.
Oh,
those who
actually,
are-
sorry. Let me rephrase that. Sorry, religion or history.
Oh, I'm proficient
It's
in religion.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah,
I have
history,
expertise
religion.
in history. I have expertise in history.
And do the thing if you
30-20.
wish.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, and we got a 16 for Kelzerg, and 12 for Raven as well.
Yes,
Okay,
I rolled 4.
I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you have a +8. God damn. Look at these. A 7, an 8, and a 10. Bloody hell, I'm going to have to up some difficulties, I think.
Oh.
Anyway.
You said those were proficient?
Yes, I did. So Raven, to Liam, this is not a familiar term to you, unfortunately. This is the first you're hearing of this. To Kelzerg and to Zelion, with your results, the name has crept along like old rumors of like sort of like creating into sort of stories and sort of tales that used to tell like kids to go to bed type of thing, you know, like the sort of the big scary fact like go to bed, or the big boogeyman to catch you, you know, those type of factors that parents would try to use on their kids. But there was one instance of the Tomb of the Shadowed Wing that did creep up once before in a tavern, in the case of for Zelion specifically, but Kelzerg, you caught wind of this as well. It's not as strong, but with Zelion, this is to piece together. There was a mention of a remnants of the Shadowed Wing tomb said to reside within the central areas of Monu. It is said that anyone who is approaching this tomb was said to be those that are unhinged by light would soon face the Shadow's wrath. Unhinged by light would soon face the Shadow's wrath.
All right. Those that are unhinged by light would soon face the Shadow's wrath.
Correct.
Okay, and the tomb and the remnant of the tomb resides in the center of Manu?
Somewhere along the central area of Monu, yes.
Central. Wait,
but as to its exact location, it is unknown at this point to a degree.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm waiting.
The tomb of the Shadow Wing. I've heard about this before, like, some time, like, can't remember when exactly, but I heard it at a tavern during one of my travels. I've heard that a remnant of the tomb resides in the central area of Manu, and that those that are unhinged by the light would soon face the Shadow's wrath. Central area.
That sounds about that's yeah. So you are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry. Continue.
Sorry. Go ahead. You first, Del. Go ahead. You first.
I'm just gonna while I'm contemplating this, I'm just gonna pull out my map, the map, and just kind of look, just kind of glance around it for a moment.
All right. I think I should have access. Do you guys have access to the journal in your? I don't think I've actually made the map available to everybody, which is my own fault on
is.
this one.
I have the
Yeah,
handout.
especially considering
Yeah,
we've
the
got new characters for it too.
Okay. Yep. So
I have the handout. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it should be in the handouts, and you guys should have a map of Manu that's written there. So if anyone does not see it, let me know now.
Mhm.
Okay, everyone can see it. Okay.
I as I look through the map, Annabelle, I need to ask something.
Yes.
Is there more than one entrance into the tomb?
There is, yes, as a makeshift in case anyone. Well, maybe I should start from the beginning on that one. I think. Wait, is there anyone else around? And at that point, Arla just goes, "I am." Ah, wait. Oh, that's right. You guys said you were in Velvet. Is this okay to talk about?
It's fine. We're all fighting a common enemy.
Okay. Well, perhaps I should start at the beginning of this one. So, obviously you are all aware of the dragon known as Diablos that's been mentioning around. And obviously I'm sure some of you are not familiar with the whole Black Pen sort of situation.
We are.
Well, this isn't the first time they've tried this. And Morkos was their first target.
Wait. The first target?
Yes. So, this was just after the event that I believe the rest of you all call the questionable race occurred.
Mm.
That war that took place with all the races fighting against each other. I believe that's what you all call that, correct?
Yeah.
Well, when that event occurred, there was talk of a group of individuals who caught wind of this piece and decided that they wanted to keep going. They were a bunch of mercenaries who were originally hired to, shall we say, stir the pot, I think is the right way to describe it. And amongst them, there was a warlock. This warlock was generating in sort of powers of malice and envy and darkness, or whatever you want to call it. His name was Korm.
Korm?
It's spelled Corom.
Coro. Corum.
And it was said that he managed to uncover one of the old ancient shards. And I tried to stop him.
Mm.
Unfortunately, we ended up wounding each other to the point of where we needed to reveal our true powers. It sadly did not go too well.
Mm. How?
So, and you sense a small sort of there's a small pause after that that lasts about nearly 4 seconds, and then replies back. Perhaps I should be entirely honest, I think. So, the real form of myself may be a fairy, but that wasn't my original form.
Dragons.
He's got it in one. My
You-
real name is my real name is Hiramak, and I am a draconic deity of light. And
So not a fairy. Magnus says.
I am currently a fairy because of the powers, but I was known as Hiramak. And I was Morkos's girlfriend.
What?
Oh.
What?
Anyone hear anyone hear M. Night
Joseph
Shyamalan in
does
the
a
background?
spit
Good
in his
lord.
tea as he sips.
You two are a couple.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh?
wait,
I
does that
I
make
also
you
don't
Little
like my
Mark,
ex.
this is no time to make jokes.
So wait,
Think,
does that
think,
make
think.
This is-
your ex or
That's a story.
Oh,
Wait.
So yes, go ahead.
Wait, wasn't that? Oh wait, wasn't? Isn't Morkos like the spirit of Diablos' twin? Does that mean you technically dated Diablos?
Well, oh, this is where things get complicated.
trauma?
Little fairy, you have some explaining to do.
It is
No, it's not a
already
fairy.
complicated.
Okay, wait. I'm
I have a bad
Okay.
feeling.
Okay, yeah, I just
Okay,
realized.
okay.
I just realized what I said. I'm confused.
Yeah, no. Okay. Let me be. Okay. I'll clear the room because I know this is going to get complicated. So, there was a sort of research part that Morkos discovered. He asked me to come with him as it was something that I needed to come with. And I was new to this. So I learned how to shapeshift and travel with him. You know, dragons flying around wouldn't exactly give a great sight concerning our, size.
Right.
And so we traveled to Corum. And well, when we got there, the place had turned into a sort of waste area. But there was one thing that survived. Well, two things if you want to be technical. One of which was a small pouch that had a glyph on it. And it was encased within an old army fortress.
Hmm.
When we got there, we managed to... Well, I tried to break the barrier, and we got nothing. But then, when Morkos tried it, he just touched the barrier once, and it instantly vanished. And I don't mean just let him through, but no, I mean it never regenerated, never fixed, never pushed back. Because according to what we gathered from some sources when I got back after this whole adventure, was that barrier would have the ability to push anyone it didn't deem the creator of the glyph, or something along those lines, to push us away.
Hey.
But when Morkos tried it, he went straight through, and the barrier just instantly never came back.
So the barrier went.
There-
So the barrier went poof.
Essentially, yes.
Barrier. Wait, what did the glyph look like?
It's a little hard to describe it, so I might have to show you when you come here if you're coming in the neighborhood, if that's okay. But I can at least point out two defining factors of this glyph. It was written let's see, it was written in a gold paint, and I believe it was written as a language with the word strong as the translated word.
All right. What translated from which language, though?
I believe, if I remember, I think it was... Oh, yeah, it was half-elf.
And so...
Oh, no, it was
wait, so
Elvish. Elvish. Sorry, Elvish. My apologies.
And... Elvish. Wait. Barrier... No. I look at my pendant. Interesting. And then I just tuck my pendant back in my shirt.
But in any case, once we got inside, we managed to find and locate the bag in question, and, well, that's where things get difficult. So, when we saw it, we tried to pick it up, but we couldn't pick it up no matter what. It was like it was stuck to the floor, or really heavy, or something was holding it down, like we couldn't even lift it off the little pedestal we found there. Heck, even Morkos couldn't even do it for some bit. But then as we turned to leave, Morkos then turned around, and when he went to go lift it up one more time, it lifted without even so much as a struggle. And then that's when he appeared. I believe you all know him as the man known as Diction.
Diction!
Oh, we're utterly familiar with that man. I've killed him twice.
Yes, we know him too well.
Is he friends?
No.
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 Hard no. Hard no.
I'm pretty sure this question is going to sound silly, but who is this Diction?
Necromancer.
We think we have no proof.
Well, if he's been
Okay.
raised back from the dead at least twice for you to kill him twice, Magnus, then it should stand to reason that he is Necromancer. Wouldn't
Either
you?
that or a lich.
Yeah, he necromancer who has apparently multiple different has multiple different bodies. I don't really know how to explain it.
I see.
Target practice.
Well, that's where things would suddenly get a little bit more complicated after this. So, when Diction showed up, he apparently was the one who was passing the rumor around about this thing, and we didn't realize it until it was too late. When Morkos grabbed the glyph, the two of us, well, I got sent flying straight out of the fortress before I could even do something. But the last thing I saw before my mind went blank was I suddenly saw diction there. He was gripping Morkos, and it looked like he ripped something out of his chest.
Heart?
No. It wasn't any type of organ. It was different. Almost.
Oh, he didn't rip out a rib, did he? Oh, that would hurt.
No, it's hard to describe it, but the only thing I remember it being was like a black, icky, gooey-like substance.
Ugh.
But the
This-
moment he did... Oh, sorry, Del?
No. No, continue. Continue.
Once I came to, I rushed back in. I did eventually find Morkos, but he had shapeshifted back into his normal dragon form. And, well, I tried to save him. But then something came into play. When Morkos awoke, all of a sudden, there was another Morkos, but different. Where Morkos listened to me, this other one, he just thrashed me away, calling himself Diablos. And then taking over. And then he took over Morkos. It took everything I had to even stop him. But it was too late. And I had to resort to the one little trick that I had left. And thus, it sapped away what was left of my magic. It's taken me this entire time since that war to even remotely come close. Heck, even disguising Costico just for the sake of guarding one of the entrances has only just taken the only bit of magic I had left in my body after that event.
I am curious about something.
Yes?
It's what did Andan Haldan have anything to do with this? Why pretend to be his daughter?
Yeah, it was a test, so to speak. You see, along that way to Costico, there is, well, you remember that mountain range where there's a tunnel that goes through it?
Yes.
The Vasali Mountains. You see, those Vasali Mountains actually have a guardian deity that protects them, and anyone who approaches Costico, it judges them. Because the fact that you and Magnus had ventured into the city before, as long as you two were traveling with someone, you guys could technically enter the city because there was no major malice. At least until the talk of the dragon came into play. But in any case, to sum it up in a brief term about the entire thing, Costico basically has one of the entrances to where I buried the remains of Morkos. But he called to me one last time, and I basically took what was left of him that was able to be connected, and I placed it back within the former fortress we found him in.
I see.
So there's a high chance he's coming to reclaim his body, and it's scary to think about. Because my magic is nowhere near ready enough to, if he goes crazy again, there's nothing I can do to stop him.
So technically, uh, technically, Morkos and Diablos are one and the same.
Essentially, yes. Morkos's body has been tainted by whatever powers Diablos basically gave him and affected his body in some way. The personality that you most likely saw him have was like a combination of the two. There's still some goodwill of Morkos within that, but Diablos has slowly taken over that body. So now it's a possible chance of which one of the two can reclaim their body back. But if Morkos gets a hold of it while he's still tainted by whatever Diablos put onto him, there's no telling which dominant personality will come into play.
Ooh, how can we help? How do we make sure like the good part of him stays?
Well, that's the tricky part. You see, there is one way that I have heard of, and it comes back to the old Elven language. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but have you heard of a place called Geizadran?
It sounds familiar.
Nope.
Yes, I have.
Well, there's an old magic shop of some kind that resides there. It supposedly holds a certain artifact. This artifact is, well, it's known as the Staff of Jirai.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that.
Yeah.
What? I thought... Wasn't the Staff of Jirai... Isn't the Staff of Jirai the one that the Black Pen were trying to build? The one
the Black Pen... Wait, the Black Pen have been trying to build it?
Along with Ursula's father.
Wait, Ursula?
Yeah. Her father specifically.
I see.
It's... There's a lot we need to catch you up on. But that's not... But...
I can tell. But you're saying that the Black Pen have been trying to rebuild the Staff of Jirai? How have they been able to do it?
Well... Hold on, do I have...
They wouldn't be able to build it without the proper bark to make it, to be honest, and the only bark that's close to that is all around the city of Geizadran.
Right.
So, you think this, staff of, I can't say the long name, sorry. But anyway, so you think the staff will help Mogo?
It should. There's a possibility that using it... Oh, sorry, Del?
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say, I thought that the Staff of Jirai controlled the insects, though. Or at least drove them crazy.
Not just insects. You see, the Staff of Jirai does more than just make people crazy. It's supposed to have more magical properties than that.
What's...
It's supposed to reveal the personality of the person that reveals within someone. It manifests that other personality of theirs into an actual physical form. So, to put it in another sort of way, think like if you had a pet dog. You trained that dog in all the greatest ways possible, but you obviously know that it's part wolf. If a Savage eye was used on that thing, it would reveal the hunting instincts and essentially create two different personalities. The personality that is being shown to people, and the personality of the thing within someone. When it was used on Morkos, it combined it with whatever this was, and thus created Diablos.
We're learning a lot.
I also have question for Little Miss. I'm sorry, I do not remember your name.
Oh, you can just either call me Annabelle or Hinamak, whichever you prefer.
I prefer Annabelle. It sounds nicer.
Well, thank you.
I have question about Morkos's remains, if you are able to answer. Were they disposed of in volcano or some sort of dormant mountain?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh,
You see, we used one of the... You see, when we were building the original tomb to encase the remains of Morkos, we managed to come across a lava stream. We followed it, and we discovered that it led to a volcano.
That explains volcano in my vision, at least.
Vision?
Yes. Forgive me, I have not introduced myself properly. I am new member of this team, I shall call it, and I have had vision of Morkos recently, given to me by the goddess Iris. She has told me to look for the sign of Hephaestus. And
That would be me.
Is a yes. That would be our Furbog companion. And
Wait, back up. A Furbog?
yes, I understand they are extremely rare in this land.
Oh, wait! Are you the Furbog who came by with a bunch of merchants?
Yes, that was me. Hi.
Oh, okay, that answers that question. Okay, continue.
My apologies. In vision I had, I saw darkness over the city of Velvet where I reside. And this woman wearing green with long brown hair had a sort of dark aura around her with glowing yellow eyes. And she started flying over towards Molten Volcano, where I suppose there would be remains of Morkos. And then all of a sudden, this sign of Hephaestus is shining brightly behind me. I turn, and Iris's voice says, "Look for this sign of Hephaestus and follow them to repel this darkness." And so, here I am.
Wait.
And Kelzerk, upon finishing, just sits back and sips his tea again.
So volcano, there's a volcano somewhere. Then I think I know someone who knows the right volcano.
At this point, Ali looks back at you and just goes, "When you say volcano, what do you mean?"
I mean exactly as it is. A dormant volcano or some sort of mountain region.
Or someone whose name sounds very volcano.
I do not understand Furbog.
Trip is like, it it just makes too much sense. She opens up the secret compartment in one of her shields and pulls out the red dragon shards. It's like, were you listening, Volcanus?
Volcanus?
Yes, I was listening.
Oh. So,
Upon this, the tiefling reels back.
Ale looks over at you and Ale looks over and just goes, Trip? What's going on? Wait, is this the dragon shard you were talking to me when you first appeared here?
Dragon shard?
Trip nods.
I pull out my dragon shard. Cobalt, are you listening to?
I was, yes. Wow, wait, Magnus, as you are hearing this, all of a sudden, you sort of feel the tub, and your shard pops out as well onto the table and looks up and sort of just lays there in front of you.
Oh, it's no longer bound to him?
Oh no, it's still bound. It's still bound. It's still bound. It's just basically jumped off and just basically just laying on the table.
It's doing a Bakugan.
It's a Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Dragon shard, go! Azarine, stand!
It's fucking Bakugan.
Days.
Oh, I used to love Bakugan.
All that we're
I
missing
still
are
got
the
my old
magnetic
ones.
cards.
I still have them.
Oh my god.
I might have to show some just for the sake of later, but besides it. So at this point, Volcanus and Cobalt actually look up at you, listen up and goes, yes, we are familiar with this. And if you're referring to a volcano, Cobalt, I think you're familiar which one I am as well. Yeah, I was afraid we were going to get this one. Well, I didn't think we'd ever actually have to go back there.
Back where?
Well... Alright. I guess we've held this back, I guess, for some time, so I guess we might as well come clean now. Well... You know how there are 3 islands to the whole of this place?
Yes.
Well, you know how the Furbolg is from one of those islands, and you guys are familiar with Monu here?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Volcanus just looks, just sort of just jumps a bit in the hand and just looks back and goes, yeah, so the other island is actually where that volcano resides. It's actually my former birthplace. Or rather, our birthplace.
Huh.
You mean every single one of you guys was born in a volcano?
That is correct. Every
Sounds about
single
right.
one of us.
Also, at this point, if you don't mind, I'm going to bring up my dragon shard.
It's already out.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah, I already said it was being pulled out, but you were busy on your phone.
My bad. Never mind.
Someone needs to pay attention.
Yeah, that's what we made the Bakugan reference for, because it came out of you and laid on the table.
Ow.
Yeah, alright, fair enough, I'll say that. So you pull out Azarine, and the shard is there in your hand as well, and Azarine just sort of communicates with you back and goes, I presume you're going to ask me the same question?
Well, yes.
Yeah, so they are correct. Although, to be honest, the island did have a different name back then, so Whether it's the same one now, I don't know. So you guys obviously have your island here. There is a small little island that's just about sort of a couple of days sailing that's off the eastern coast of Monu in the other direction, in that direction. You have to travel, I think, from Noir from your end, I think is the closest city of port. But in that direction for a few days, there's a small little volcanic island, which, well, we dragons gave it our own name besides home. We used to call it Aberail. But to you all, it is known by a different name. It is known as Mount Duskpire.
Brownie, can I roll to see if Magnus knows this?
If anyone wants to, I will allow a history check for whoever wants to do it.
I don't know. I don't know why, but when the moment he gets such a sudden no.
Oh, wait, heads up! We've been hit by a follow by Lopsil M. Thanks for following!
Thank you! Yes.
Now, rolling. I think most of us did pretty well.
Yep.
Besides me, but...
All right,
Well, Magnus stupid!
Okay.
Not until well, next time when I level up.
We'll see. All right. All right. So let's see. So we got a 14 for Magnus. Nope. Trip, just short of the DC, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Yeah. Raven and Zelion, ironically, you both are actually familiar, though not quite as adept to it. You knew that there were other, like, sort of uninhabitable islands that were sort of scattered in different places that were, like, small enough to be, shall we say, unable to house proper cities and towns besides, like, maybe one, possibly two, but it just seemed like a pointless endeavor, so they never went to go any further with it. However, you are familiar with the name Mount Duskpire, as it is said to be, in the case of this, in fact, with Ale Sooth actually being here, you are all, you pass on that this is actually the place where they have been mining coal reserves from and distributing them all over Monu to basically housing coast the richer establishments who require coal, charcoal, any stuff like that. However, it is said that as a personal arrangement with the city, with the land of Monu, to keep the places naturally free from people as possible, that only a few select caves and mine shafts are said to exist within there. Only going into the top layers of the mountain, but they must never dig further down.
Yeah.
Don't.
They took too deep, too freely.
Son of a bitch.
Time to get a dwarf.
Past the first layer. Okay.
We don't have one.
We have not anymore.
We just need to have a dwarf, a shovel, and tell him to dig a hole.
But
I mean, we could. Sorry.
Okay, so more Costa's remains are in Costico, but Diabolos's remains are in Mount Duskfire?
I was waiting for that question the entire time because it sounded weird. You have to remember that continents, well, the world changes after so many years. Islands can drift apart from each other, can't they?
Let me put my nerd emoji glasses on. The continental drift is one of them observes.
No.
Thank you. Yeah.
No.
Breaking the game. Yes, continental drift is kind of the factor here.
But
That's
right.
in the planet's crust can get.
Okay.
Go back to being funny, burb.
Fox, fox, fox.
Love it, Caitlin.
Yeah, so okay, so okay, so Kate, so the important thing is that we need to keep Morkos from recovering his body in Costico, correct?
Yes, so to sum it up, when we went about dealing with this, we decided that we would split the body into two. His skeletal remains were kept in Costico, but we decided to burn what we could of the skin as much as we could within Mount Duskpire.
Oh.
But no matter what we
So-
tried, we couldn't burn it.
So Morkos and Diablos are both split into three, as it were.
You could describe it like that, yes.
Soul has wrenched from body, body has skeletal remains, and that has also been split from flesh and blood. I see no reason to see otherwise. But now
it
Soul
was-
of Morkos is in Little Girl.
Mm.
So,
What
I guess-
happens to Little Girl?
There's a silence for a few seconds.
Speak.
If we don't do this fast enough or correctly, there is a chance that whoever Morkos has possessed, their body will mutate into the next dragon, and they will never be able to be rescued.
How much time do we have?
Depends on how strong the person is. It could even be a few days, or even a few years, given the right context.
And where is Morkos right now?
Miss-
I don't know.
Well, we still need to get that staff thing first. Then we can go to, then we can try and find Morgos, and then try and help save them.
But there's so much we still have to do.
If I may, I have separate shop further north beyond the mountain range with something that could potentially help us. That is, if you're willing to make a very small pit stop.
Where's that?
Brownie, remind me one more time what the name of that city is that had that temple or whatever.
Isn't that Solstice?
Oh,
It's
the
Solstice.
one you're on about?
Yeah,
Yes, Solstice, yes.
Solstice.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is,
in
it is,
town of Solstice.
it is with... You're on about the city that's south of Hope Key, correct?
You are correct.
I cringe as I recall when I, along with Mugbeard, went trip.
Oh, that's right! Oh, that's right!
happened to
Mugbeard,
drunk
we've been the
Mugbeard?
family.
Praising
Yeah,
the name of
preaching.
his deity.
Bahamut!
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I remember Solstice now. Wish I didn't.
Wait, so you're familiar with the... Were you guys involved in what's happened recently then? As Ale turns to you.
Love it.
What exactly?
So we received a report a couple of days before you lot all turned up that apparently there was supposedly some cult uprising of people trying to preach Bahamut as a thing. Said they apparently got it from one wise little kid who learned the name, and then the name passed around the city.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait, what was?
don't
Wait,
think
what,
that-
wait, what was? Yeah, what was Mugbeard's deity again? Because I think he was preaching him, not Bahamut.
Wait, was it Bahamut, Raven? Did I get my
I
names
can't
mixed up?
remember.
No, it wasn't Bahamut. Chip knows Bahamut because of Volcana's. It was Mudbeard's deity, and that was not Bahamut. It was someone else.
Yeah, I think it was. I think Mugbeard's deity started with an S.
Oh, you mean the proper deity? Let me check.
Yeah.
I got my facts wrong.
My
Alright.
my head hurts, man.
Yeah, it has been a long time since we've talked about
Welcome
Mugbeard.
to the longest information dump of the
Scalum.
century.
Salem.
Salem.
Galen.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. There we go. So Salem. There we go.
Salem.
Sorry, that's my fault there, everybody.
Scalen, not Salem. Scalen.
Oh,
yeah.
Scanlan.
Scale.
Pronunciation.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
not the name
now. We know
who we're on about.
Yeah, okay. Break the part. Anyway, sorry. That was me trying to be funny during that part.
Right.
All right. So at this point, Annabelle just goes, "Well, whatever you're going to grab, I suggest you do what you need to do. Just try to get here as fast as you can. If there's anything I can do to speed things up, I can maybe try to do something. But if I do, I may not have enough magic to keep things going here. But just do what you need to do. If you need to reach out to me, you can use what's the remaining of the shard."
Yes, ma'am.
Right. I guess what we have to do is teleport to the nearest city then. And
Which would be with Ale. Yeah, that would actually have to be Hope Key. Hope Key can actually get you there. They do have a teleportation circle.
yeah. 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 Hope.
This
yeah.
is gonna
Hope
be
Key.
so exciting. My master and his friends have been on so many adventures, it seems, and I can't wait to fill one with adventures. This is so exciting.
It's.
I forgot about that.
This isn't going to be. I'm not sure what your definition of exciting is, but I guess we'll see. Arlie, do you know the fastest way for us to get to Solstice from here?
Let's see. I
Without-
think Solstice does have a teleportation circle, but we'd have to maybe get one of our mages and things to maybe see if we've got something. I mean, we rarely ask them for any help, but maybe they can maybe pass things on and see what we can do.
We will also have to get word out to Solstice to fast travel us to Hope Key as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Someone said.
I pinch my fingers. I pinch the bridge of my nose. I dread going to Solstice. Oh gosh, Mugbeard, you started a freaking cult. If you were alive right now, I'd kill you.
I guess he tripped like rubbing her
Tell
eyes.
me about this adventurous Mugbeard. He sounds like a very fascinating
He
character.
sounds super interesting. Please tell us more.
Yeah, you know what?
At
We'll,
this point,
mhm.
at this point, Ali just interrupts and goes, maybe that's a discussion for when we wrap up.
Fair enough.
Right now, there's a lot we have to uncover with this.
Agreed.
Tell you, yeah. tell you what. Leave the messaging and acquiring positional transport to us, and we'll see what we can do to help you guys out. You helped with a couple of things here, so I think it's only fair that we try to repay the favor. Plus, as she turns to Liam, it's kind of nice to help someone who's a fellow tech head. And
Lord.
I feel like it's yeah. Oh, and your dog too. As she gently pats it on the head as best she can, despite the metallic.
Yeah.
Donk, donk, donk.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
There is one more thing that I think Stonebreaker wanted us to help out with. I reach into my bag and I pull out the temporal chalk.
Oh, what you got there?
I can't. I wish Stonebreaker was here. He wanted us to help out with teleportation with the teleportation circle thing. This is temporal chalk. It lasts for a week when drawn over an existing spell circle that hasn't been established.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the reason he went to the city. He went to Creo in the first place.
Yeah. However, yeah, that's what he asked us to help out with. I had to use up one of my own chalks to get this made, and I hold out the temporal chalk to her.
Okay, in that case, Zelion, you can come with me. We'll have a word with the mages and see if we can use that to set up a sort of circle for a while. Maybe we can get up a signal that can work things out and see what we can do on this end.
Oh, all right. I could explain more about the temporal chalk when we get there.
Okay. The rest of you, I presume you're going to need some time to recover and prepare and do what you need to do. I'd say if you give us at least a couple of hours, or if not, by first thing tomorrow's light, we should hopefully have some things sorted out for all of you. But I need to know, what's the plan? Just so I can know what I'm passing on.
So you can see Trip thinking.
By the way, if you guys want to talk above character board and be like proper talking, you guys have my permission to do so.
Well, here's the thing. We have 3 things to do. First is the Jurassium thing that we have to do to get Stonebreaker out of that damn Noir Harness Diamond. Then we still have the Dark Dragon issue of Mortiz, which could be Ray Diablos. And now we have more costs, so
Let's do the side quest first.
There's also still stuff of Jirai rumor in Solstice.
Yeah,
Oh, I wish I was Ursula again because I have information on Staffordshire that would have been helpful in the situation.
but now Morkos has it, so Morkos says thank you.
Good enough for sacrificing yourself.
Why?
Yeah, I was waiting for that penny to drop with Heidi there. I'm not gonna lie.
Should have been Trip.
I never got to explain the situation to all my friends, and now.
Nope.
Well, there's still one way we can get information on the Staff of Jirai, but that has to make us go to Noir.
Yeah, and seek out Ursula's father, although breaking the
No,
news to him won't exactly be the best.
no. We left a party member there, remember, that retired. And he's in
right.
in the shop.
Oh, Secton.
Secton.
Yeah, Secton.
So we could ask Secton, did you find any information about the Staff of Jirai?
Again, that's a good
That's what
idea.
you asked him.
Yeah, you might
So-
learn something.
So that's free. That's a thing we can do. So we kind of have to think what is priority and what we're gonna have to decide. Because for one, Trip is like, we still have to. Mortis is in danger, and we should go. But if we don't know, but if we leave here, then the danger is over here.
Couple. Need I remind you that Ursula is also a ticking time bomb of mutation at this point, so we don't want to take too long.
We have like
Yeah,
two. different,
Exactly.
like- we have like two
Otherwise,
different-
you're gonna have Ursula with claws and fire breath.
We have two different like time limit quests. Damn it, guys! Why do you have to go about and fucking trigger all these side quests?
Wait,
I figured it out. I figured it out.
guys, I've got
Yes,
an
Del?
idea. Okay, so since we need to gather information about all these things, well,
oh no!
I-
Oh no!
like
Don't you
I'd
had
say,
your Scooby Doo?
yeah, no, I'd say we go with Cotlow's plan and go to Noir and talk to Secton. If he's established a shop there, he's probably heard a lot of different stuff from travelers coming to buy stuff. Plus, it's a big city. You never know. Plus, it's a big city. You never know what we might stumble across.
It wasn't my plan. It was just an idea. But yeah. And
Yeah.
second, from Noir we can go to the volcanic island, and that's where the other remains are. So we would have a head start.
That's true. But if Morcus is
You mean
Well,
Liam should be
is heading toward, but if Morcus is heading to Costico first, then maybe it might be best to go to Hope Key.
I think I got a better idea, because let me just say it right now. I think I've already puzzled together something, and let's just say I read the context clues. Why would they need a staff of Jirai at this moment? Why would the Black Pen commission that?
Good
They're repeating the-
question.
They're replaying their plan with more costs. That's what I think that's the thing that they're doing.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat.
Oh,
like
that's
to
wonder
wear
what
that.
you
Okay.
are.
What if we did a risky thing?
Oh,
I-
Del talking risky.
We did
We-
that a couple
We're gonna have to take a risk.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't suggest this, but since we have two limited stuff, how about we split the party?
I had a
I
feeling.
knew it!
Hey, dude, you're not friends.
Well, the
Hey,
Ju-
you're gonna make your fiance work even more? How dare you?
Let me just say, yeah, I'm agreeing with this for one reason. The Jurassian thing, we can just we're gonna have to drop that. Period. I mean, we can just have someone from a group of Velvet get the Jurassium now, so no problem.
Right.
That can just be that Arla can do that for us. So that means we have two things to do: one, stop Morcos, and two, stop the Black Pen of doing whatever they're gonna do on Mortis. Mortis.
Okay.
It's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry about the names, okay? Just a clarification before anyone gets confused.
There's no
Morcos
relation.
is the dragon. Yeah, Morcos is the dragon. Mortis is the island where Trip is from.
It would just be funny.
Mortis.
Mortis? No, that's the island.
alright.
Oh, right, Morcos, the dragon.
All right. I do.
Look,
do
look,
have-
your confusion cost us 4 days of travel on the ship.
Right. I do have an idea. If we split the party, we can have one group head to Noir to do the information gathering and head to the volcanic island. While the other one I'm thinking if we use like Arlie Sooth's method of travel and go to Hope Key, we can head then group 2 can go to Costico and intercept someone there. But I also have a teleportation. I also,
No, absolutely not.
but we could also. But I also have an alternative route. We could also. Zelion has memorized the teleportation circle for Helix, so we could go to Helix because I do have an idea where one of the tomb entrances is. So, and
I
if
know
I'm
where
right,
she's getting at it. I'm not going to meta play, but that's brilliant, Del.
yeah,
That is fucking brilliant.
Helix is
And
very
yeah,
close to
what?
Noir, so yeah, that's a good idea.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Anything that we're not splitting the party, please.
I remember this bit when Zelion was doing. This was way back when Mugbeard was still alive, I think.
Yep.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to like. I'll bring it up when we're back in character, if we get around to that.
So let's just discuss.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll bring this up now. Do you guys want to continue a bit more with discussing the plan, or do you want to do a bit more sort of role play things and discuss the plan on another time? I figured I'd ask this.
Personally, I think, in my opinion, I think we should do like more role play because you did say like either a few hours or like probably for tomorrow morning. So at least then we can actually like get some items and then maybe properly discuss it later today.
And rest up our hit points and spell slots.
Because if I remember, hey Aeon, how's those hit points doing for you, buddy?
Oh yeah, because you guys haven't recovered after the bloody fight with the bloody the hooligan.
Yeah, the hooligan.
How's those hit points for you, buddy?
Don't worry, all 10 of them are doing fine, thank you.
Which kind of actually kind of reminds me. I need to refresh my heal. I need to get some healing.
So I think we need to get
back.
Liam just sneezed over multiple people. How many poison damage is that?
I think sharing an era we live in, probably a lot.
That's 2 points of damage.
Okay, he sneezes 5 more times.
Fuck you.
All right. How about this? We continue doing role play, and then if we end the session at the end of the role, and then after the session we can discuss for the next session.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's just.
What Alpha said.
That's what I just said.
Right.
I agree completely.
Don't worry. I think I know how. Yeah. Got the ending of this. Oh, all right. So, okay. So at this point, I will say, all right. It's all right. It's all good. All right. So, at this point, I will say that Ale will travel with Zelion. I'd say we can go a bit of this one. So, so I says before we get to Ale and Zelion doing the whole thing with the mages and stuff like that about the teleportation and things like that. I will say that the rest of you all have basically a bit of moments to yourselves. You leave the Iron Tooth in the group that you are. So, I have to ask the rest of you all, is there anything anybody is doing to prepare, or what is the plan that you have in mind for the rest of the day?
Magnus is going to go sleep. A lot.
So
because he's at half health right now and needs the rest of his HP, thank you.
Oh no, half hit points. It's like the DM actually tried this time.
So, if I threw a rock at him, would it kill over?
No,
he's
not even close, actually. Now, remind me, what is your max HP there, Alpha?
Oh shit! Wait, my max HP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nobody's asked the bird yet.
My max HP is 58.
Yeah, I have 62 HP right now.
Oh, okay. Wait, who had 1 HP? Or was it? Who had 1 HP?
I have 62 HP
the
as
lowest,
my half.
Yeah. If you're on about who has the lowest hit points, Tapahay is currently on 10.
Oh,
Yep. Okay,
no.
he needs sleep too.
Trips as well, but
all right.
It's Trip.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So, at this point, I guess we'll just do. So, Magnus, are you going straight off to go do a long rest? Then I take it, bud.
Yes. Magnus is gonna find an inn, get the best room, and then sleep.
Fair enough. All right. In which case, I might as well just go through. No worries. So we'll just go through the list here. So just confirming things for right now, so I know where we're going with this. Magnus is going to rest up and recover and do what he needs. Zelion is going with Ale about the whole temporal chalk. Okay. Mango, what are you doing?
I'll wait to see what everyone else is doing.
Fair enough. Tapahay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hold off for a sec as well, but if everyone's heading back to the hotel, I've got something I want to do en route. So.
Okay. Trip. What? Oh, yeah.
Well,
What's
Trip.
up, Trip?
Well, first off, Trip has the. Oh, let me just think for a moment. I check my inventory. No, I don't think I have anything right now. What should Trip do? It's hard. I think Trip just is gonna go for a bit of a wander first, clearing their heads.
No worries. All right. Liam, what are you doing?
He's just going to go to the inn as well, I guess.
Okay.
Nice meal.
That's fair. Kelzerg, what are you doing?
I'm going to leave a satchel of my relaxation tea on the desk for Arle, and then I'm going to go back to my shop home and sleep. And
Okay,
gather
yeah,
my own supplies.
All right. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Right, so what I gathered is we've got one person going for a wander, a few people going to rest up. So Mango, what are you doing then, knowing this?
So Mango excitedly says, like, "Oh, Master, do you think we can have a look around? This place is so big. I wonder what kind of shops we'll find."
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
like pulls his arm. Should like a
Liam?
child, like excited child, like to a big brother, she like tries to like pull him.
Oh, look at that. Liam, Arle looks at you a moment, Liam, and goes, "Oh, Liam, I didn't know you were such a great person with children."
Her face says it all.
I'm just I'm just gonna as I walk with Arle, and she brings it up, I give Liam a glare that basically looks like this.
Oh, the concerned disappointment.
Concerned disappointment, but I also kind of give him the you harm her and I kill you. Look. Actually, you know what? I actually communicate this to you with the message spell. I use the message cantrip and say, harm the bird and I kill you.
It's just left on red.
son of oh, he's one of those people.
Yeah.
So Mango really wants to like explore.
Fair enough. Okay. So if Liam, well, is Liam still gonna rest up then, or is he just go? Okay, so Mango, your master is apparently going to rest. So it's up to you what you want to do.
He kind of just like does.
Oh.
It's like, oh please, pretty please. There's so much to do. I'm not tired.
So cute.
Can I do persuasion?
I mean,
puppy dog like look.
Okay, you know what? Let's have a persuasion off then.
Well, no.
Please, Master, please. I promise
What
you
the?
good.
Pause. It's not that Moonray wants to persuade Mango. They want to just ignore Mango. So what would have to counter roll that?
Okay.
Wisdom check?
Constitution to avoid the headache.
Intelligence check? Charisma check to see if he can actually pull off the ignoring?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, so how about, if, because that Mango is going to follow what, Liam is doing in a way, or try to convince things, I'll say Mango can try to convince to be like, please, master, can we go? But Liam is going to try to convince him, go, you can go, but I'm not, if that's what Liam is going to do. Like, it's deciding whose persuasion is going to be there. Like, either Mango is going to be more over Liam, or Liam is going to put his persuasion over Mango.
Why does Liam like? Why does he like Liam's persuasion is literally like the dad leaving for the milk? That's his way of dealing with kids. Dad leaving for the milk.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
the best I can come. That's the best. No, that's the best I can come up with here. So,
Yeah,
if you guys want to do a persuasion off, yeah. So just do a persuasion off, and the higher one is the result of what Liam is doing,
All right, Liam, do you want to go first?
or whatever Liam is going to listen.
Do you want to go first, Liam? Oh, Moon, sorry.
Yeah, it's the best I can come up with. If it's not quite there, then fair enough.
Let's see. Well,
shit.
you gotta have to be a natural.
Well.
Good luck.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey!
Wait, 13?
God damn it. Technically higher, but does that beat a nat 20?
Don't think we've run into this situation before. This is fun.
Yeah.
It took 98 sessions before we finally got this. Okay. Alright.
May I suggest something?
Go for it.
All right. How about if we're doing a persuasion off, whoever gets like a nat 20 or a nat 1, they can decide how like they're affected by the persuasion, by the opposing persuasion.
All right. You know what? I'll tell you what. In this case, because there's a nat 20, I'll say that Liam is definitely listening to the idea. So I'll say because he rolled a nat 20, he can decide if he wants to fully listen or if he wants to suggest something else, basically.
You'll listen.
Oh. Wait, does that mean Liam is doing this then? Or what's Liam gonna do? Just hear it and just not do much?
Just listen to it and then just go back to the inn and take a rest.
No.
Oh.
Okay. I'll have to look up the ruling of this properly, but it's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So as Mango kind of just looks really sad.
Oh.
You go on ahead. Go with other people, I guess. It's a party.
Oh, okay. As long as you're sure, I can bring you back something.
Oh, no need.
Oh.
You don't even have money, so.
Yeah. Okay.
So due to this, that so at this scenario, it means the only people that Mango could follow at this point would either be Trip or Zelion.
Actually.
Oh, Tapahe.
At that point, we'll put a paw on, or hand, whatever, on Mango's shoulder. And I will walk you around the city.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
She then hugs.
Kratos.
Yay!
Oh, Tapahe gets a hug. I just imagine Tapahe's just there with the sort of look like, what is this?
A hug.
That wasn't Tapahe saying it, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't, but oh well. Okay. So, how the heck do we do this part here? So judging by this, so Trip is walking, Trillium Mango, and Zelion with Arle.
All right.
Okay. Right, so let's start off with the first. You know what? Because Aeon has barely said much, I think we'll start with him, if that's alright. Okay, so Mango and Tapahe, you guys begin your walk around the city. So is there anything in particular you're doing with walking around, or are you just showing, or are you just showing the bird?
You forget Tapahe has never been to the city before.
Oh no!
I offered to walk around
yes.
with her. I didn't say I could show her around.
Fair enough. What's up, Cart?
No, I was like, you said, show him the bird.
Not that. If the censors weren't watching, I'd give him the bird.
Hey, Twitch TOS. Drop our Twitch TOS.
To be fair, it was mostly obstructed by my background, which is all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
To a degree,
I mean,
he's not wrong, but yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Won't happen again.
All right. It's all right.
I'm actually surprised, Chris, that you didn't see.
See what exactly?
Check the chat.
Which one?
The D&D one.
Yeah. Island.
Oh, instant Sylvester with Twitchy cartoon. Thank you.
That's it, Tweety is mysteries.
Thank you, Chuck. That was where I got it from.
God.
That was the first spot.
Oh, that's
a throwback.
To my... Someday I'll eat that Donkanary and then not be happy at 3.
But you should be wary.
That's it. Okay. Thank you. That's my child. Oh, and the
Childhood. Me.
Yeah. Well, that got him. All right. So Tapahe and Mango. As you guys are walking around the city, you see as you guys are both doing so, Trip has gone off into his own sort of direction. Her direction. Sorry, I forgot. I corrected. Goes off on their own direction there. Ale is traveling with Zelion, going towards the residence of the mages of the city. So, as you guys are walking around, there's a few people who are giving obviously that stare at the sight of not just a gigantic sort of lion just walking round the city, but now has a bird attached to his side, and essentially the equivalent of a messed up version of Noah's Ark as they travel 2 by 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like not so much escorting around as just letting her sort of go and look at whatever she wants to look at. And if anyone sort of looks in the direction, it's like glare. Leave her alone.
Oh, so Mango has resorted to Curious Child, and Tapahe has resorted to Don't.
Bodyguard, yeah.
I'm actually curious. Are we making our way? I'm guessing we're making way to like the city center, and that's where it's probably going to be like really packed with people.
If that's where you guys are walking around, yeah.
Okay. Does Mango kind of looks around, seeing like anything that catches her eye, which is probably everything.
All right, you know.
Bird.
Dang it, not now. Oh, best character of Suicide Squad ever. Can you read me?
Oh, 100%.
Bird. Dang it, not now. Okay.
I actually have that saved somewhere. Give me a minute.
Oh no. Okay. You know what? Roll a perception check.
You said the name of the show, guys.
Oh.
Yay!
Hey, guess what? Oh my god.
What'd you roll, my dear? A 26. Okay. So seeing all these Uh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to roll something because I have not rolled something. Okay. So, Mango, as all of the sites of essentially the well, unbeknownst to you, but Tapahay will be aware. Sort of, there are people who are clearing up the remains of like the brawl that happened with you and the rest of your party. The guards and Mango, you do see a sign that the guards of the area are looking at Tapahay with sort of this weird look on their faces. To Tapahay, you do recognize that they are sort of giving you the wary sort of look, like they are aware on what happened.
Fair enough.
As you do, one of them does come up to you with a sort of wary look and just goes, it's you, excuse me.
Yes.
Forgive me, but we got word that you were involved in the little scuffle that occurred at the Grove earlier. Is that correct?
Yes. And?
Well, just so you're aware, there have been some alerts that there are. You see that he's getting a little bit flustered, but sort of that nervous fluster, like he's like, "Uh-oh." It's like, well, we've been informed to just keep a partial eye on you just for a brief moment. Please understand, it's nothing too personal. So don't try anything funny.
Don't worry, mister.
Huh?
Tappy is my friend. He won't. I promise he won't do anything. He's super duper nice. He even said he'd come with me through town.
What the heck? Now there's a bird? Wait. What? Samuel, I need a drink. Take over my shift.
People here seem really, really stressed. Is there a reason why?
No idea.
Tapper, do you generally do you mean that?
I don't know what else is stressing them.
Fair enough. All right. So, I would say if there's anything in particular that you guys are looking for or doing besides walking around and just showing the city, we can move to the next one if you want. It's up to you guys.
Mango then has an idea.
Uh-oh.
Like, Mango's like, aw, it's not good that people are stressed. People need to be happy. I know the perfect way to make people happy.
Oh no. Oh no. I sense a performance.
Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for a song.
Quick. So you're actually... Okay, how do you go about this then?
So, Mango quickly like grabs Tappy and runs to like the center of town where it's probably the most crowded.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is going to be hysterical.
And she pulls out her lute and she begins to start clearing her throat before smiling wide at Tappy. This is going to be so much fun.
I just imagine Tapahay as the one just dragged and just like, what?
She then starts playing almost like a happy-go-lucky tune on the lute. A very
Make a performance check for me, because the moment you start playing.
Where is performance? Give me 1 second. Oh, here it is.
Watch
What
her
do I
get a
do?
nat 20.
Ha!
Please no.
Close enough! I'll take a dirty 20.
25.
25. Okay. Without so much as a struggle or strain on tuning and performing, the performance suddenly does seem, if you excuse the pun, chirpy.
Anyway.
You yeah. Oh, I see. We got lyrics.
I got lyrics.
Oh no.
Heidi might know what the song is. So I changed it up a little bit. My name is Mango. Hello, and I am here to say, how you doing?
Oh no!
Fine,
Oh no!
It doesn't matter what's up. If you are sad or blue, howdy, 'cause cheering up my friends is just what I am here to do. 'Cause I love to make you smile, smile, smile. Yes, I do. It fills my heart with sunshine all the while. Yes, it does. 'Cause all I really need is a smile, smile, smile from these happy friends of mine.
Okay, so how's
Heidi?
how's Tapahay with all of this, by the way?
I think anyone who comes over to try and stop her singing is going to be met with an intimidating glare.
Oh, no.
Move away.
Intimidation.
All right, so okay, so how do I go about this? Okay.
Love you, sis.
I will say. Okay. So, with that performance and the inclusion of a giant bodyguard, you are performing without so much of an absolute hitch. There are some crowd who begin to sort of feel the vibe and get a little bit more excited and happy to hear the song. They are beginning to feel like it's like a proper vibe to really enjoy and feel the tenseness go away. Although, unbeknownst to you, there is still the mini sort of threat of the fact of that the crowd does occasionally keep looking at Tapahay with this sort of what is this? In other words, there is that, you know.
Yeah.
I imagine the fact he's still rather bit looks like he's been rather beaten up, but it doesn't help it.
Okay. Well, there's not really much else I can really say for that one, but I generally think that it generally just keeps with a nice with a nice performance. The crowd are beginning to feel happy and enjoyable and really get into that vibe and just really begin to feel like there is some genuine happiness within the city with that. You actually do earn something for your efforts.
Oh.
With a mixture of a grand performance and the threat of a giant lion maybe doing something, you earn 14 gold pieces.
Nice.
Well, 14 in different change and stuff. It was going to be less, but the giant lion kind of gives that away.
Joe?
I didn't know intimidation could open wallets.
Really?
I mean, I did.
Oh dear.
After the performance, Mango's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy you enjoyed it."
Yeah. Great there. They're just looking. They keep looking over, and they're not sure whether to be more impressed or more concerned. And there is a mixture of them going off on the day. There's a few others who are just looking. They're sort of talking as they go and such. And yeah, so that's the majority of that. Is there anything else you guys wish to do?
Mango,
sorry, go ahead.
Mango turns to Taffy, completely oblivious to the intimidation of the man lying there. Thank you so much for coming up here and supporting me. I really appreciate
it. Tappy just looks, I guess.
Yes,
That's
I appreciate her.
Oh.
And because the nice people gave us some money, we could spend it on some stuff that we can use for the adventure. Oh, what do you think people would be good? What do you think would be good for adventures? Maybe maybe more instruments. We can keep playing tons of songs on our adventures.
You know, Tabe's going to consider that for a moment, and then he's going to accost the nearest passerby. You, where is an instrument shop?
They look and just go, just down that direction.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a nice day.
Sure. You too. Just walks off.
I love the opposite of Mango and Taffy. We're gonna go to the music shop then.
All right.
But if you need to, you can move on to someone else.
Let's see. Okay. Let's have a look here. I have not thought about this in the slightest.
Expect the unexpected, especially with me.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to be more chaotic proof.
Yeah.
Okay, don't overdo it.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, while I think of an idea there, I guess. Okay. So Trip, what exactly are you doing then? Are you doing anything whilst walking around?
Trip is just wandering around, just in thought, just seeing where the tide takes her. She has a lot of things to process.
Okay, fair enough.
Where she ends up, she doesn't know, unless something drags her into a direction. But most likely, she's just gonna end up somewhere.
Walk this lonely road, the only road that I'll ever know. Don't know where it goes.
Hey, I love it.
Oh god, he fell
Birdie and the Beast.
The beast.
Oh. Birdie and the Beast.
God damn it. Animals stand tall, giving it their all. Birdie and the Beast. Alright, You can tell I planned this. Let me get my fucking town notes up.
Trip wanders off, bumps into someone, looks like Ursula. Wait a minute.
I mean, if you really want.
That would just be awkward for
Do
them.
I need to pull up the character sheet again?
No. Runs into the city wall. Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
Wait. How does everyone die from her running into the wall? Wait, is it the fourth wall?
No. All right.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I got something. Okay. So going back to the team at the bar, by the way, at the hotel, we'll go to them for a brief moment.
Oh.
So, I believe if I got this right, we have Magnus, just Magnus and Liam, technically, because Kalzerg has gone back to his home here in the city. So the question is, are you two going to the same one, or are you going separately, or what's your plan?
Magnus is asleep at this point.
Fair enough, Liam.
Long rest.
Has just been eating something and is also going to his room.
Okay, in that case...
FBI, open up.
No. Yeah, you know what? I think we can do this. Yeah. Let's stop this for a moment. Magnus.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh no.
Let me get my music up.
Oh no.
Let's see. I think this is it. Okay. So, Magnus.
Yes.
As you are already drifting off to a weird sense of sleep, just for this brief moment.
Dream sequence, baby.
You suddenly find yourself in... Oh, wait, that's not my music. Whoops. No, we don't need Kuja. Not yet, anyway. This should be the one. There we go. That's the one. Okay. So, Magnus.
Yes.
Once you have drifted off to sleep, all of a sudden, you are suddenly woken. Not in your room, but you find yourself standing in a large open field. The grass is malnourished, the trees are bare, and there is the sight of destroyed homes.
Huh. Oh, looks like I'm having one of my PTSD nightmares again.
Yay.
Session over! Kidding. No.
Basically, yeah, he's done a lot of shit in his life, so...
I know. Oh, I know. I know.
Including
DM
saving
smirks.
baby Zillion.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going. Smiley face.
Oh boy.
Alright, so. Magnus.
Yes.
As you are standing there, you glance around and you suddenly hear a bunch of sounds coming from all around you. There's the sound of swords clanging, armor rustling, screams of many different forms, male, female, even a few young and old.
Sounds about right.
And suddenly, something just blows and thwacks you in the face, just covering your entire view. You literally have just got something blown under your face.
I rip it off? Like, remove it from my face?
Yep. Okay. As you grab it, you suddenly see that what you are currently holding is what looks like the remains of a cape. A green cape decorated with blue sequins all around it, and a symbol, and some kind of wording on the back of it, but you're unable to determine what.
Oh, right. It's like, huh. Weird. Magnus looks around.
You see nobody.
He looks back at the cape.
It's still exactly the same as it is.
Weird. Magnus starts walking.
Okay, where do you walk?
Forward.
Okay. As you begin to walk forward, all of a sudden, you hear a very faint noise coming from a home, sort of to your right.
Magnus goes to investigate.
You suddenly... Okay. Without even a moment's thought of much else. So what you heard at first was the sound of a... All I ask is that you give me exactly what I'm after. And as you walk over, you suddenly hear another voice from that sort of direction. Look, I already told you, I don't have it. It's not hard to understand it, or is that really something you can't understand? And all of a sudden, there's the sound of a... And as you approach the building, you see the sight of a figure coming out of the doorway. A sort of giant half-orc figure decorated with grey skin, blue tattoo, sort of bluish tattoo, bare-chested on the top, but on his lower half is a very thick pair of basically metallic sort of armored leggings.
You broke up hard there on the first half of that description.
Sorry. Okay, he was... Yeah, so he's a half-orc figure with grey skin, bluish tattoos, bare-chested, but metallic armored leggings. He comes out with a sort of hand sort of clapping and sort of dusting a bit as he goes and goes, right, well, this one's an unjust cause.
What do you
And
mean?
it turns... Do you say this?
Yes.
The figure turns and begins to walk in your direction. Walking towards
Who
you.
are you?
He just continues walking.
I asked you a question. It'd be unwise to ignore it.
And just passes straight through your body. And just continues walking.
Magnus looks down, looks back up, turns around, is like, is he a ghost or am I a ghost?
Mm-hmm. As
Magnus
you do,
goes up to him. I
all
was
of a
like,
sudden-
Magnus tries to go up to him. He's like, I will not be ignored.
Your hand goes through him.
Okay, maybe I will be ignored.
As the figure walks, all of a sudden, from a nearby remains of like a sort of descending passageway of some kind, up from the ground, another figure comes up out of the ground. Another half orc figure, grayish body, bluish tattoos, bare chested, but instead of the standard metallic leggings from armor, they are wearing pure leather sort of leggings and such, like pants and stuff. And the weird thing about them is they have one legging shorter than the other, exposing their kneecap as it was. But the weird thing is they currently are only wearing one boot on their foot. One foot is completely bare.
Magnus starts walking over to him. Does the thing?
The same response.
Okay, it appears I'm not entirely here.
As you say this, the figure as it walks past you, goes up to the other figure and goes, "So, did you find it?" "Negative, sir. We were unable to locate it." "I will not take excuses. Where the hell is it?" Just claps him round and claps the first guy that you saw straight in the side of the cheek, knocking him straight to the ground. Yeah, as he does, the figure then goes, "Fine. Look, it's simple. If we don't find it, he's what?" And suddenly behind you, Magnus, there's another figure.
Magnus turns around.
The figure, as you turn around, is standing right in front of your face.
Well then, I guess I really am not here.
The figure, you are currently looking at the figure of a red dragonborn.
Oh boy.
He as he tells, he goes, "Well, he's what? I asked you a question, Commander, so I demand an answer. Or do I have to get?" No, sir. You don't have to get. No, not at all. Good. How hard is it to find a single piece of jewelry? It is not difficult to find it.
Magnus is like, ooh, this is getting good.
The figure then walks straight through you and goes up to him and goes, but, sir, we've already searched the entire of this place. What do you ask us to do?" "Look, I thought I made it perfectly clear. I found this place. I have not been wrong, and you are going to give exactly what I ask for. So if you don't find that piece, we'll rip you apart piece by piece to make up for it."
I've killed a lot of commanders for a lot less than this.
And at that point, the two figures just salute and go, "So we'll do another check. See that you do. And if anyone's alive, get the information, even if you have to get it from them, one part at a time, if you catch my drift." Kalima. No.
Kind of want to do is see if I can actually grab his heart.
You try to reach for the heart. As you do, the figure turns around, grabs your hand, and it's physical.
Oh shit! Oh, hi.
What do you think you're doing? I gave you an instruction.
And who do you think I am?
A wise guy, huh? Nice to know the platoon is still as crap as it's always been, to think there's always one with a smart mouth.
There's always at least one of us. Keeps the morale up. Side note, I may have a bit of amnesia from a bonk on the head. Who are you exactly?
You actually got clipped by one of these guys?
Unfortunately, yes, and it was. I think I have a concussion. So if you have any caffeine,
make a deception check. Make a deception.
Deception check. Well, it's a straight one. Roll d20, so this should be interesting. Oh my god!
Nice.
that what I think it is?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh
Okay.
my god! It was a straight 22. Oh my god. Anyway.
Okay. Fuck you. Okay. So the figure glances at you and just goes, huh. Well, must have been a good one, so at least one of them must have known how to fight.
Yeah, I can still feel my head ringing like a bell.
Fine. Well, to sum it up briefly, we have been asked to locate a certain piece of jewelry of some kind in order to basically retrieve it for some guy who's hired us.
So we're mercenaries.
Yeah.
Where exactly are we? Sorry,
Where?
head's still ringing. Like, yeah. Although I do remember killing the guy.
Because of the nat 20, I will allow a bit longer with this. We're currently in Corum.
Corum. Thank you. Now, if you could slap me across the face so I can wake up, that'd be great.
Wake up? Wait, you're still dazed?
A little bit.
Look,
and besides,
there's no
you look like you've been wanting to
sleeping.
hit me since you grabbed my hand, so I think this would be good for you too.
It's called a nervous twitch.
Fair. Just
but if you must know, yeah, I will when you answer something from me.
Absolutely.
Just briefly.
And what would that be?
What do you remember of the mission exactly, or do you remember nothing?
Besides, the only thing I remember is stabbing a guy after I got hit in the head really, really hard by the back of an axe. The guy didn't know which way to hold it, but he rang my bell.
That checks out. Well, if you must get your clarification, we've been asked by Commander Diction to locate the remains of a certain little artifact.
Commander Diction. Oh, good to hear he's got promoted.
Yeah. Wait. What do you mean Sir, we found it! And as he does, you watch as coming out of a large rock that had been toppled over, coming up from the ground, was the first figure you saw who got clapped, and coming up goes, "Sir, we found it! We found it! Excellent. We'll talk later. You might need some more
Yes,
training."
sir, he sarcastically remarks.
And he rushes over, and as you do you rush over, or do you stay where you are from the distance?
I'm standing where I am from the distance. Yeah, right now I'm staying away from the distance. I was going to change my mind, but I realized, maybe not.
That's fair. So you actually watch as the two figures come out of the ground holding a large box of some kind.
Oh boy.
This box, for the record, is about, to give it a distance away, it is about nearly 7 foot in width. But in order to get a better look, you'd have to get closer.
I think Magnus is going to try and wake his own ass up.
You're going to try wake up?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, you wake up.
Well, that was weird. I think I need to tell someone about it. I think I might have been a vision.
Yeah, why do I feel like he's like fucking Kronk? He's like.
At this point, he is Kronk, but more brain, more brawn than brains.
Let's see. The giant place. Had a metal thing. Locate the diction. that just wakes up.
Magnus
Oh,
is
yeah,
gonna find.
Magnus
Magnus is
also
gonna
wakes up.
find someone. It's like they found something.
Okay, so around the area, I would say you caught wind of Liam being around, so if you want to tell Liam, you can, or you can hold it for later on. It's up to you.
I am gonna try and find Zelion.
Oh,
Oh!
trust me, Zillion.
Okay. So... Okay, so I will say that you are familiar with the mage path. I will say that you'll be able to get some directions based on some of the staff who are pointing in the direction. So we'll go to Zelion and Ale for a brief moment, I'd say.
All right.
However, Magnus, just one thing when you woke up, by the way.
Yes.
All of a sudden, when you woke up, you feel a very sharp pain on the top of your head.
So when I said I got hit in the head with an axe, you literally made it like that.
You don't know
I
that.
see how it is.
You just took something on the head from the sounds of it, or there's a major sort of bruise mark on your head.
Let's go bruise. I'm like, yeah, I'll figure out how that got there later. I need to get moving.
Hey, look, it's the MacGuffin. Nah.
No, Magnus is taking a lot worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
For
Okay,
example, the
so-
altar that fell on top of him.
Moving on.
Yep.
All right. So I will say, for the context of things, after about a couple of minutes, if we go to Zelion and Ale, I presume that you're just going about with the things for the moment, right?
Sorry, you kind of cut out for a bit. Could you repeat that?
Mm-hmm.
No worries. So so you're traveling with Ale to basically deal with the mages with the temple chalk, right?
Yeah, the temporal check. That is correct.
Okay. So, I will say that you arrive at the southwesternmost area of the city. Basically put with Velvet being mostly a large sort of area. Yeah, roundabout down there. It is essentially like the largest sort of area is mostly associated to the physical contact. But the magical side of things, excuse me, is mostly located on the far western sort of area of the city.
Right.
So we
You come across what looks like... Oh.
Should we change
Sorry?
the music?
You know what? I'll keep with this for a tiny bit, I think. Just because I quite like the theme. I'm sorry. Just for a moment.
Fine.
All right.
I'll be in pain.
So. You want me to get off your PTSD?
I'm joking. Go on.
Fine, I'll get rid of it all. Okay. All right. You approach a large marble-like structure, decorated with sort of gargoyles and sort of other statues and things, and it essentially has a large open door that is not even barricaded up. It's like a doorway that's there. Ale basically coaches you in and just goes, this way, Zelion.
All right.
So as you go inside, you then see inside that there are 10 large chairs decorated at the end of a long... basically, there is one large room, and there are 10 chairs right at the far end. They are sort of situated right at the far wall, and there are currently 7 people sitting, one in each of the chairs. They are situated at the end, and Ale approaches in, and as she does, as she enters the doorway, one of the figures speaks, a female elderly type voice. It speaks up and goes, "Halt! Who dares to enter the Hall of the Magic?
The magic what?
Oh, did I cut out?
Just a little at the end.
God damn it!
It says like, ooh, there's order of the magic. Nothing.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck off!
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. It's better I know it.
Imagine an old
Alright.
wizard. All of the magic.
Yeah, just like, what are we again? All right. Sorry. The home of the Magic Seekers Council.
Me. I just bow and tip my hat. Me. Me. I am Zelion, and I'm accompanying Arle Sooth.
Oh. And she looks to the back and goes, "Oh, Arle. How good to see the captain. I presume you are here on the business arrangements again?" Yes, ma'am. Zelion here has acquired the item that Stonebreaker was looking for. Oh! You must mean the temporal chalk.
That is correct. I pull out the temporal chalk.
Oh, and she slowly gets up, and you see that she is rather short in stature. She is essentially, about the best way to describe it, she is gnomish. But despite that, all of the 7 people that you see, now that they are all looking at you with a bit of interest and things, all 7 of them are wearing a very beautiful decorated set of clothing. Sort of a mixture of white and red and blue and gold, and a little bit of mixture of all colors of different kinds, sort of to indicate their status. But you can see that there are 3 people that are decorated with the same-ish colors, while the other ones have a few others. Arle basically walks forward and just goes, I realized I haven't introduced exactly who they are, have they?
No, you have not.
No.
No.
Well, the figure comes up close and goes, "There is no need for the introductions. Allow me to introduce myself properly to our little, I forgive my attempt at humor, but to the delivery boy who has helped to acquire this. Could Stonebreaker not master himself?" And Arle just looks and just goes, But forgive me. My name... I am High Caster Contri.
High
Caster Contri.
High Caster Contri.
Yes. I am the head of the Magic Seekers Council. We patrol... We help with the soldiers who acquired the magical aid, and our magic has also influenced the cannons that currently reside that block the mountain range. And you, Zelion, was it not?
That is correct.
I sense some magical prowess within you. Tell me, my dear, are you adept with some magic?
Am I adept at magic? I give a smirk, and I snap my fingers using prestidigitation to summon a a kind of a mystical rainbow that kind of dances around the room, and first around my hand, then my head, then around Arle Sooth, and then it kind of dances, in a twirling circle right in front of Contry.
It seems you are at least familiar with some basics, my dear. Forgive me. I'm always looking for some nice talent of magic, and it's nice to see that magic still blooms within this city.
I know a few other spells if you're interested.
There is no need. There is no need. I understand we have much pressing issues to start with first. You have the temporal chalk, I presume, yes?
Yep. I snap my fingers again, making the little strand of rainbow disappear, and I pull out the temporal chalk again.
Oh, splendid. Please, give it here, give it here.
I hold it out for her to take.
She takes hold of it, she inspects it, looking over, just goes, "Oh, a good quality. This will definitely do the job." She turns to the back. Wendy, dear. And you watch as from behind where all the chairs are, there is a large doorway, and you hear the sound of as a figure comes rushing straight by past the chairs, and you see a young human teenage girl, probably about her late 17s, give or take, like maybe like sort of just turned like 17, 18, and she looks at you and she looks over and just goes, "Yes, Contry? I mean, I mean, ma'am." And she seems nervous. Just goes, "My dear, I told you, you must be here. You must stay calm. Now, be a dear. We have the chalk, then we must reenact the circle. Please, get this to the downstairs, and we will get this up and running a bit more." Yes. Thank you." She nods to you, and as soon as she takes the chalk, she quickly rushes towards the back as fast as she can. And with that, Contry turns back to you all, back to you, Zelian, and goes, "My dear, are you familiar with the powers of teleportation?"
Teleportation? I've dabbled in it a few times.
Interesting. And as this happens, another figure at the back slowly stands up and begins to walk. And you see this rather sort of middle-aged looking human. He walks up to you, sort of decorated in the same colors as Contry. And he basically walks up and is a human there. And he walks up and just goes, "Another one who's adapted in teleportation a little. It is rare to see that in very much numbers outside of the high classes."
Is that so?
Normally it's reserved for the higher class ones, or those who have been around for some time. Contry then looks at him and just goes, "Are you implying I'm old again?"
I'm assuming that you know teleportation magic yourself.
I do. Well, please forgive my manners. I am Bruno. Bruno Champion.
Urge to sing.
We don't talk.
Anyone who sings it gets disadvantage on the whole session next time.
Okay.
I see head lower.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to sing.
Must.
And if anyone,
Same.
It's an Encanto reference.
Oh, that one.
yeah, if anyone,
Yeah.
I was thinking of Pokemon.
Don't worry, me and my champ are gonna take care of this giant onyx.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Bruno Champion. I'm the movement. I'm the one who mostly resides with movements in the magic arts of Monu, or mostly to Velvet. But well, I'm normally reserved for helping out those that require assistance, mostly with teleportation.
Oh, with rotation. Oh, all right. What? How? Okay, and how do you go about helping people with the teleportation?
I essentially am in charge of the brigade who mostly relies on creating teleportation circles. However, we normally only get asked when situations go wrong. Mostly when when teleportations either get sort of rubbed out, damaged, or a new one needs creating. We mostly rely on that one, with Contrai's special permission. You see, my dear, I am the one who has to give the final decision with magic. I've been around for quite some time, so I know my fair little bit of good and bad uses of magic. I can essentially tell a person's wealth, their personality, their knowledge, or even their upbringing, just by simply looking at their magic.
And what exactly did my magic say about me?
That you are someone who enjoys a big sort of flash, a show, if you will. While you mean no malice, you use it for the sake of entertainment more than others. But I sense something else. A little bit of mystery.
Yeah. I can be. I guess I can be a bit mysterious.
Interesting.
But what kind of? But just for clarification, like how like mysterious in what way?
Well, that's the thing. Whenever I sense mystery, even I don't know that. But all I can tell is that there is something more to you. Something interesting.
So yeah, I've been told.
Interesting indeed. And she turns and begins to walk back to her seat. Bruno at this point just looks and just goes, she does this with most people who are really good with magic. Whether it's craziness or whether it's niceness, it's normally just her.
I see. Well, I usually use my magic for stage performances. It's usually. Yeah.
Oh, so you're one of those.
In a sense, I've been a traveling bard for a handful of years now.
Well, that's fair enough. There's nothing wrong with magic used as a flashiness, but it must always be used in the way that it was intended. As I've always gone and by the code of our motto.
That is fair, but that's not to say I haven't had my fair share of scrapes myself. So I have learned some offensive magic to help out with that.
So I can tell. elvish qualities and human qualities. Just as those two make the aspect of you, there is something of your magic too.
Are are half elves really that uncommon around here?
My dear, you should be careful what you ask sometimes. But why are you inquiring?
Well, during my travels, I've met a lot of humans. I've met a lot of elves. Not many. I I haven't run into a lot of half elves though. So, and not only that, but when I first started off on my journey, I was originally going to find my elven father.
And who would your father be?
Um, I yeah, I kind of glance at Arle and kind of with the look, kind of with this look that kind of reads, uh, should I?
Ale just looks and just sort of just nods as if to say, well, she looks and just says, it's up to you. How much do you want to share?
Okay. I've recent my father when at the time I didn't really know his name, but throughout but during my travels I learned that my father's name is Gillerhad.
At the mention of this, you watch as she stops before she reaches the chair, and the staff that she's carrying drops.
Hey, wait, I'm gonna cast I'm gonna quickly cast Featherfall before it falls on the staff before it falls to the ground.
Okay, fair enough. Yep, fair enough.
First level.
Fair enough. She turns and looks back and goes, "What was that name again?"
Gillerhead. And
so then, you're the son?
I nod. If it helps to confirm anything, my mother's name is Freya.
So you are. You're the son. You're the son of the Holy.
Yep. Could you repeat that? You cut out in that.
You're the son of. You're the son of the Little Light.
I guess you could say that. What's the Little Light?
It's the nickname that they always called the one who was in charge of Kaiserdran, which I presume you're from.
I want. Part of me wants to say yes, but I didn't grow up in Geiserdran. My mother has told me stories about Geiserdran though. But I pretty much grew up in an Orcville village for most of my life.
Then you are unfamiliar with Geiserdran's fate.
Yeah. Yes. I've never been told. My mother told me to, although my mother had told me that I shouldn't to not seek out my father. She never told me why.
then perhaps I could some use instead.
Mm,
Do you wish to know?
I'd like to know the truth.
Then perhaps it's best that you. It might be best that you sit down for this. This might be an interesting tale.
Oh.
And I think
Okay.
that's where we'll wrap up. And I think that's where we'll wrap up tonight's session.
Darn it.
My head.
Cool.
Yeah,
One more
we had
cliffhanger.
My head.
yeah, well, not so much a cliffhanger. You guys have already had one large info dump. I didn't want to dump another one on you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
My head.
No, I'm sorry if that got a little boring and dull. I tried my best.
You're good.
Sometimes she does have the info dump episode. I mean, that's a lot of lore building.
Especially considering that it was almost 100 episodes in the making.
Whoopsie.
Anyhow.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up on here. So ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to be back into the saddle. I'm not going to lie, so it's nice to know. I hope that you guys are happy with coming back, and I hope everything's gonna be okay with where we go, because as you saw, we are almost at episode 100. So this is going to be very interesting with where we go here. But with it said, what history is going to be uncovered with the secret of Geyserdan? What is the meaning behind behind Magnus's little dream that he had? And more importantly of all, what choice will the players make to figure out their next move? Will it be to figure out Mortiz? Would it be to figure out and try to save Ursula? Or will it be something else entirely? Well, look, am I boring you, good sir?
No, I'm just tired.
Yep.
Didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Thank you. Anyway, with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, I hope you know what to do. Hit us up with a follow, a subscribe, and we'll see you all for whoever's got here. Just remember, my little friends, that in this case, the perceptions rolled low, so I think it's time for everyone to go. So with it said, it's goodbye from Heidi.
Sayonara, everybody.
From Cot.
Bye.
You were contemplating something.
No, I wasn't. I just wanted to have a dramatic bye out of nothing.
Fair enough. Goodbye from Raven.
Bye-bye.
Chopper.
Later.
Aeon.
Fill my heart up with sunshine, sunshine.
God fucking damn it. From Caitlin.
Go
Lori-
everybody and smile.
Oh boy.
And from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
So with that said, everyone, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off, and let's roll live perception check. Next week we should be going back to Pokemon, so we'll see how everyone's going to deal with that problematic discussion of, a Shuppet being involved something.
Oh boy.
So until then, everyone, stay charged, and just remember to roll high, because otherwise, it could be good. Bye?
Bye-bye.
Crystal Dragon?